Tom Starr is a man of strong spirit, boundless energy, and deep faith. He's also on a life-saving mission, not just for himself, but for thousands of others.
Well, our job is to put a name, a face, and a personality with the amazing statistics of organ transplantation. And my personal feeling is that if you get a second chance, and it's because somebody else has turned around and reached down and helped you up, then your job, and I guess it comes from my parents and my wife, is that my responsibility is to turn around and help somebody else.
In 1988, Tom received a liver transplant at the UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles. The surgery, then rather rare, was difficult, but Tom recovered, resumed his career, and began focusing what was left of his spare time on raising awareness about organ transplantation.
In 1988, when I got my liver transplant, there were roughly 14,000 people waiting for transplants. There are roughly 5,000 donors. But even today, there's probably maybe 6,000 or 7,000 people donating organs. At the same time, the 14,000 people waiting went to this year 89,000. So it is 10x type of function. And I believe a big piece of it is that it's just not communicated. So our foundation is focusing on trying to come up with tangible daily reminders to remind families that their loved one has agreed. Because if you ask somebody, they believe in organ donation, 80 to 90% will say, yes, I believe in it. But when it comes to that decision, when the person just went through a traumatic car accident or motorcycle accident or shot in the head or something, now's that time when the question has to be asked. And the OPOs, the organ recovery, organ procurement organizations, are great professionals at it. But getting there and having that conversation, and it's a tough thing. It'd be much better, I believe, and our foundation believes, if we could kind of ease their burden some so that the family already anticipated that. They saw something on their loved one that reminded them daily that, yes, I want to be an organ donor. And we're using a sign called the infinity symbol, which is what we feature, because what we're really doing is continuing the quality of life. So what we're doing now is coming up with a series of jewelry where people can wear bracelets, necklaces, earrings, different items to remind people that, hey, this is the right thing to do. When you think of a hero, you think of somebody with special uniforms, special powers. They have the tights and the mask and all these other things. That's just what media has done for us. Well, we're saying you can be a hero. Everybody can be a hero in organ transplantation simply by saying, I agree that when I pass on, I'll donate my organs. And you're a hero. You're a hero to the extent is that you can save 7 people's lives, maybe 8, and help up to 50 other people. That's pretty amazing. And you're not even here.
Obviously, Tom is very grateful to the hero who saved his life.
I have to remind myself the bracelet I wear now has a little diamond in it, and the diamond is to remind me constantly it's not about me, it's about the person donating that liver and that family that donated liver. That's my hero. And I got to constantly remind myself that they did something that's very unselfish.
Every year at the Gregory Center downtown on the night of the WEBN fireworks, Miracles for Life hosts what they call their Gift of Life Gala. The foundation's goal, raising money and awareness. This year, Arlene and Jack LaCicero of Hawthorne, New Jersey, were honored for their transplant activism during the past 12 years.
It's a world of individuals who have focused on others' needs, which at the time they're doing it is probably the most difficult time of their lives. We became an organ donor family through the murder and death of our daughter, Amy. Amy was the 6th fatality in the Long Island Railroad Massacre on December 7th of 1993. We live in such an awesome time. I mean, it's a miraculous time, and we know that people who make a decision to donate are making a decision to enhance the life, indeed to give the life. in the most extreme circumstances, to another who otherwise would die. And why not do that?
Amy's roommate in the hospital while she was on the ventilator talked to my wife and says, you know, if things don't work out, have you considered organ donation? And of course we hadn't, but we knew. And we approached the hospital and we started asking questions. And that's what it all came out to be, where we decided that we were going to be donor families.
It's all about love, guys, and passing it along.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, hard, man.
So while Tom Starr raises money and awareness, his transplanted liver is failing. He's on a list for another transplant, and despite the odds, he's hardly discouraged.
For a liver transplant, it's purely serendipity. It's when I'm sick enough, high enough on a waiting list, they find a donor that matches my blood type, and nobody else is more critical than me in the area. And it's time to transplant me. So one thing you can do is pray. I believe you have to have, it's the 3 F's, the faith, family, and friends. And I constantly remind myself is that I have to have faith, it's going to happen. I have to have the support group with my family and friends. And in both cases, the family and friends are the ones that keep my attitude right. Lighten up. Quit taking yourself so seriously.